approaching 180 years old. The builders of this magnificent sanctuary quite literally sought to establish the New York City Jewish community as equal to all and second to none. Here we lift up our unique Jewish identity to celebrate it and educate about it. If once we acculturated Jews into American life, today we welcome Americans into Jewish life. And when anti-Semites from the left and right threaten us with days of hate, we take our worship services out on Fifth Avenue to proclaim to all, we will not be cowed. That spirit and pride emanates from all of you, the many who attend our programs and our worship services in person and online, and especially from those who roll up their sleeves to lead and create and inspire. And tonight we are honoring them, our volunteers. It is so meaningful that we choose this night to do so, because we happen to be reading the conclusion of the book of Exodus, describing the building and completion of the tabernacle, the Israelites' portable sanctuary. As you know, the Israelites are commanded to bring gifts for its construction. All whose hearts so move them should contribute according to their means and interest. Only because of the generosity of the Israelite people, not because they were required to give, but because they were moved to give, was that temple in the desert built. Only because of the generosity of spirit of our volunteers does our temple accomplish what it does. And so tonight we honor you, our builders, whether by serving on our board of trustees, or stewarding our finances and physical plant, or guiding our worship, educational, and cultural programming, or shepherding our social justice and philanthropic commitments, or so much more. These men and women, younger and older, light and carry high the flame that enables us to shine our temple's messages of welcome and of hope. And to invite them up to the bema so that we can salute them, I would call on the one who leads them, whose exemplary presidency we will celebrate in May, my wonderful partner and friend, Harris Diamond.
So as I get ready to call everybody up, I'm reminded of what Rabbi Davidson said about our 180th year and how much all of you, including those who are online with us tonight, have done with us. To just give you some example, over just this last year, we had 400 worship services, both in presence and online. 600,000 people joined us on the High Holy Days. 2.2 million people, or 2.2 million views is a better way of saying, of our services took place. We have people who attend services from 95 countries. 5,000 young, unaffiliated Jews between the ages of 21 and 39 have come in the last year to our special services for them. 11,000 people attended just 2 weeks ago our services and our lecture series on anti-Semitism. And we have 200 new family households and 2 new members tonight that we're so proud to celebrate with. 150 new young members, 52 Sundays out of 52 Sundays where we served our Sunday lunch program to those who were in need. And all of this is done by the volunteers and the clergy led by our senior rabbi, Rabbi Joshua Davidson. And so before he celebrates us, I think we should celebrate all of our clergy and our choir and thank them. And now I get the joy of calling a long list of folks to come up. So as I call the group, if any of you are here from that group, would you please join us on the bema? First, the Board of Trustees, my partners. So any trustees, please come up with us. Second, our audit committee, who makes the Board of Trustees feel really good each year when they tell us we got a clean audit from our outside auditors. our ESIC committee, our finance committee, our House committee, our human resources committee, our investment committee, our membership committee, our nominating committee, our ritual committee, our cemetery committee, our governance committee, our campus master plan committee, and our nursery school committee. Folks from our Board of Trustees, thank you so much for your partnership and help in leading our congregation. But we can't forget our nursery school committee, our book fair, our mitzvah committee, our new family welcome, our challah coordinators, the treasurer for the nursery school committee, our nursery school merchandise coordinators, guest speaker coordinators, teacher appreciation committee. We didn't have that when I was in school. A movie night committee, our social and our parents association presidents of our nursery school and our religious school. Our pension committee, our philanthropic fund committee, our religious school committee. And yes, if you're wondering, this is an advertisement of all the things you can join as the new year begins to dawn on us. Our Stryker Center committee, our Tikkun Olam committee, our Ushers committee, our Young Families committee, our Men's Club, and our Sunset Service Readers panel that is always here and reads from our traditional liturgy. The Women of Emanu-El, our Ronald McDonald House volunteers, our Emanu-El Center for Seniors, and each year our Veterans Party, and each year where we celebrate our veterans. Our Second Seder Committee, our Passover Homebound Delivery Group, our Thanksgiving Dinner Volunteers, Stitch in Time, Shabbat Service Greeters, our museum volunteers and our archive volunteers. And when you're 180 years old, you have a lot in your museum and a lot in our archive. And I'd encourage anybody who has some time during the week to stop by. Fascinating things to see. Our Sunday Lunch Committee, our Young Members Circle, 20s and 30s. Our teen volunteers who just last week ran beautiful services. Our Midnight Run, our Teen Philanthropic Committee, our A-Team volunteers. The Well, our Calling Generations, and one that's particularly warm to my heart because they hit all of you in your pocketbook, our Development Committee Task Force. Without the support of each and every one of the folks who are up here and the support of everybody in our congregation, we would not be able to serve the thousands of members, the 600,000 people who join us for High Holy Day services, and so many people who are in need in this city where our volunteers reach out to them, whether they are homeless, whether they are elderly and shut in, whether they're young and need a mentorship. There is so much our temple does, so much to be proud of. And so, Rabbi Davidson, this is your group.
Our group. Please rise, and those of you on the bima, come face the ark. Come closer. Come on over so that those just coming up the steps can get in too. This is great. Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, our God and God of our ancestors. We ask your blessing upon this great and holy congregation. May it ever advance the highest ideals of our faith and ever be a home for those in need of comfort and strength. And on this night especially, we ask your blessing upon these, our congregation's builders, who have given so much to us, the gifts of their hearts, the gifts of their time, the gifts of their love. May they know the depth of our gratitude to them. May they continue to find fulfillment in their service to this temple, to the Jewish people, to you, O God, and to this world. May they inspire the rest of us to shoulder our share of the burden, to stand beside them. And may they continue to lead us for what we pray are many, many years to come. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.